Alright, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you all how you can farm Bond XP in Black Clover Mobile. Let's go. So, first things first, as you can see, I am on in the Clover Kingdom on the, in Chapter 3. And as you can see, just above Noel there, you can see that there's this stage here, which you can fight in or whatever. And these are basically they're basically patrol missions, patrol stages, whatever you want to call them. And you can earn stars in these stages and, you can get rewards and stuff, but that's not the important part. What is the important part is the heart icon that you can see to the right of the stars where it has, the heart icon and then the two arrows up. This means that from these stages you earn bonus Bond XP. So whenever you want to farm Bond XP, you don't want to be farming on XP stages or gear stages, although you do get Bond XP from those stages. The increase in Bond XP for stamina is, it's not very good. So yeah, I would definitely recommend whenever you want to farm Bond XP for when you get a new character or whatever, if you don't have any gifts for them or whatever to increase their XP, then you can come here. So as I also just mentioned about gifting things to characters, you can also gift your characters certain gifts which you can just earn by just playing the game and going to shops and stuff and buying them. And so you can give them, and then they can give up to an absolute incredible amount of Bond XP. However, I wouldn't recommend you use these now because, in the future when you get certain new characters that come out and you want to level them up very, very quickly so you can use them very quickly, then I would recommend you save these unless if you're really, really, really desperate to level up your characters. Alright, so now that I've showed you how you can farm Bond XP in two ways, there's actually another way that you can increase the amount that you get from patrol stages. So what you want to do is you want to come to the Black Bull's hideout, you want to talk to Charmy here, as what she can do is she can cook you food for you. And what you're looking for in food is you're looking for these Lobster Foods right here, as they give you a 15% or a 10 to 15% increase depending on the rarity of the food. Bond XP increase, as you can craft two of them, one being 10%, one being 15%. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you crafting the 15% one if you can. If you can't, then the 10% one is also just fine. So now that we've learned all about that, what we want to do now is we want to come into the patrol mission. We can choose whichever stage we want. We'll just choose the highest one that I've completed or whatever. And then this brings us on to team building. So what kinds of teams do you want to build? Do you want to build a defensive team, offensive team, etc.? So the teams that you want to be looking at are, teams that do high amounts of AoE damage or area of effect damage, especially because, in every stage you're going to have multiple enemies on each wave. So you want to be able to kill them all as fast as you possibly can. So then this brings us on to what characters, are good at, doing high amounts of AoE damage or that are good at increasing your character's stats. So in terms of AoE damage, you've got characters like Nozel, you've got Yami, the red SSR Yami, you've got Charlotte is pretty decent with AoE damage, Lotus is, Rill, the green Rill is also very, very good. You got the green SR Yuna, red SR Asta is also really, really good. You've got just a bunch of characters that you can that can help you do that. Then in terms of buffing characters, there's not too many that you can use. The only one I would really recommend is using the SR Finral, as he's giving you a nice speed buff so you can lap the enemies as many times as possible, and then so you can just get in as many turns as possible and also do a load of damage. So then why would you want to farm Bond XP? So if you didn't know that, the way you level up characters is by getting their character specific Mage Pieces, and you can do this by leveling up their Bond level as well as you can also get the regular SR or R or SSR Mage Pieces, and you can also get some really cool stuff like character costumes as well as a decent amount of black crystals per character. And the reason why this is so important is that these SR Mage Pieces are very, 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 very handy, and you're going to need a lot of them to level up all of your characters, especially because after the early game, you don't really get that many more from just doing like quests and stuff. So the only way that you can really do it is by collecting Mage Pieces from Bond Affinity, especially because you're going to need more than two Mage Pieces per character, and especially as only per character you only get two Mage Pieces, that's not enough to fully max out one character, and because you need way more than that, it just makes farming Bond XP just that important. So let's say you've already exhausted all of your Bond levels on all of your toughest, strongest characters. What you can do is you can just grab any level 1 character that you might have in your box or whatever, or on your account, and then you can just put them in, and then you can farm Bond XP for them, so you then can get all of the Mage Pieces that you so require to level up all of your more important characters. And then obviously you can also get Mage Pieces from summoning, because for every dupe is counted as a Mage Piece of that character that is specific to, and you can use those character specific Mage Pieces on any other character to promote them to another rank. But I mean, realistically, I wouldn't recommend doing that too much because you know you don't want to use too many of a character-specific mage piece because you know you might need them down the line to level up that certain character. So try not to use too many of those. So then that finally brings us on to the actual execution of it all. So what I'm going to go into now is this stage is of 69,000 power. Mine is 83,000, so it should be relatively easy. What we're going to do is we're going to come to this plus icon right here. We're going to click it, and then what you can do is you can also filter it by the food that you want. So maybe in the future when you actually have, you know, a lot of food made, because you might have like pre-farmed for a load of food for like an event or something, I don't know, or PvP, who knows, if you can use food in that eventually, we'll see. But yeah, what you can do is you can filter it by what you want. So you can just click on this heart right here, and you can click on the lobster food, and then you can use it, and then make sure it's turned on so that if you're farming the stage multiple times, then you can use multiple foods at once, so you can continuously get the bonus XP. So I'm going to quickly do the stage, and then I will be right back with you. Alright, so as you can see, I've just completed the stage, and every character has just gone 374 bond XP, and obviously that's just, you know, with the bonus of completing the stage as well as, you know, from the food. So in total, per stage that you complete, that will earn you 1,496 bond XP. And then let's say, you know, to put it in a bit more perspective on a, you know, a larger scale, if you then repeated it 10 times, you then earn 14,960 bond XP, which is, you know, a pretty good amount, and you can definitely get your character's bond level increase very quickly. Alright, so just to summarize the whole strategy as a whole, what you want to do is go to patrol missions to get that bonus bond XP. You want to go to Charmy, cook the lobster food to get bonus bond XP per each completion, and then you can also use gifts if you're feeling a bit lazy and don't want to farm bond XP, which give a huge amount of bond XP for your characters. And then just to show you how much XP you earn 374 XP per run, which is 1,496 in total per character, not per character, but split between the 4 characters, which it then, you know, to put in perspective, if you're to run it 10 times, would be 14,960 XP split across 4 characters. So yeah, that is going to be it. That is going to be it for this guide. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!